Okay. So I wanted to jump on here and give a couple updates on some stuff. Just as a public notice, I guess, because I made a community post last night at about 2 a.m. or so, basically just saying that main channel stuff is going to be a little different this year. I wanted to do something for October regarding like scary games and all that stuff, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So just last night when I finished Deep Sleep, I decided I wanted to bring back the 31 days of horrors, as I'm calling it, that I did back in 2022, where it's like I would upload like a normal video at the normal time, and then later in the evening I would upload a scary game or whatever. Like I didn't really know if I wanted to do that, mainly because I'm not really a big fan of horror games. Like I don't like getting scared. Like scary games are like a genre of games that is like I'm just not a big fan of. Plus I can't really find any good horror games that I would want to play and like actually finish. It's mainly a struggle to find games where I can actually get through it all, get from the start to the finish, all the way through. And it's just really hard, unless they're like really short, like minimal experiences. And I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to do it if I decided to bring it back. So I was looking to see what I could do, and because I had all the FNAF games that I played a couple months ago for the marathon that I did, scheduled for next year, for the next season of videos for the main channel. And then I had Deep Sleep scheduled. I originally had Deep Sleep scheduled for October, leading up to Little Nightmares 3, but the game was a lot longer than I was expecting. So I had to pivot, and I was going to post it starting in 2027, because that's when I could actually like upload all the videos in a cohesive manner. So I was like, I was going to do that, but then I realized like, oh, I have exactly enough videos to actually do the 31 days of videos. I had exactly 31. Actually, I had exactly 30, but on October 31st, I have a whole different thing going on, where I'm doing six hours of games, similar to the FNAF fan game marathon, except it's not FNAF related. But the main issue that I'm currently having is I don't know how long Little Nightmares 3 is gonna be, because it's like I'm starting off the month of October with the FNAF fan games, and then it's gonna switch into Little Nightmares 3. And usually Little Nightmares games I can get about 5 videos out, give or take, depending on how long the game is. Because Little Nightmares 1, I think I got 4 videos out of the game, but there were 5 different areas that I could have gone through. There was the jail, or like the prison. There was the crap, I forget what it is. It's like there was the prison, there was the kitchen, there were the quarters, the ladies' quarters, and then there was another area. I forget what exactly it's called, but there were 5 areas, but I only got 4 videos out of it, mainly because it was a shorter game. It was like 2 hours or something, and I got about 30-minute videos out of it. So I was like, okay. So So then Little Nightmares 2 I played earlier this year, I should say. And I got 5 videos out of that, and out of the 5 areas. So it's like I'm really hoping, because right now all I have scheduled is 5 videos for Little Nightmares 3. I'm really hoping it sticks to that formula, because if it pivots, I'm gonna have to do triple uploads, and I don't really want to have to do that if I can avoid it. So right now it's currently up in the air. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't take me too long to get through that game, because when the game comes out in about 2 or 3 weeks, give or take. I think it's about 3 weeks. So it's like I'm hoping I get exactly 5 videos out of Little Nightmares 3. I'm really hoping, because that's all I have scheduled currently. And I don't want to have to pivot too much. So that's currently the plan for October. And then I wanted to talk about some game choices that I promised I was going to get to this year that I'm probably not going to. I wanted to talk about me playing Nier Automata, because I promised that in the showcase video back in June, and I said I was gonna play it, and then I decided, I was like, I don't really want to play this right now, because it's like a really long game, and it's like I've never played this game before, like barring like an hour of a really laggy experience. So it's like I never played this game before. I didn't really want to play it. So it's like I ended up playing through Final Fantasy VII, the remake version. And then I was like, okay, this is like I can get a good amount of videos out of this. So then I was gonna play through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But then it seemed like I was not really like the difficulty was kind of different than the first game was. So I was like, I don't really want to play this, because it's like it's gonna take me a really long time to get through it. It's like it seems like it's really sluggish. I didn't really like my time playing it. It felt like it was really slow paced, and it's like I wasn't having a good time with it. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play this right now. So I eventually started up Final Fantasy XII, which I'm currently playing now. And I'm currently trying to get through it as much as I possibly can, trying to get as many videos as I can. Right now I'm uploading it, uploading the session I just did a couple hours ago. I finished editing it all down and everything. So I'm almost done with that game. I only have a little bit more to go regarding the story, and there's a few hunts left. I think there's like 4 hunts left, give or take. And then I think that's pretty much it for Final Fantasy XII. There might be a few things here and there that I would have missed. Like I'm probably not gonna finish the entire Bestiary in that game, because it's gonna take me way too long. I really don't want to have to retread a bunch of areas that I've already gone through if I can avoid it. It's like I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time, because I only have so much of it out of the week that I can record videos. So I've currently, I would say, if I had to guess, I'm about 7 or 8 hours away max from finishing Final Fantasy XII. And then I was talking about potentially playing through Final Fantasy 13, because I've never played those games, and it's like I've heard very mixed things about those games, because there's 3 of them. It's a trilogy. So it's like I've heard very mixed things of like, oh, it's really bad, the writing is bad, the characters are not really likable. But I wanted to at least experience it for the first time, just to see what what it's like, see if I like it, because it's like, from what I've seen a few things here and there from the game. I've seen the Gilgamesh fight, I've seen a couple other things, but I've stayed relatively blind to that game. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna probably play through that eventually. But I'm currently contemplating playing through that or playing through Final Fantasy X, because Final Fantasy X is apparently really good. It's like, it's a really good game. I've heard mixed things about the PC port, which I'm gonna be playing on. Like, oh, like the game runs terribly, or it's not a really good port, or whatever. I don't exactly know. I'm gonna have to see for myself. I'm really hoping that it runs really well and that I don't run into any major issues. I might come into a crash here and there if I am not careful about it, but I'm really hoping that it works out in the end, because if it doesn't, that's gonna be really unfortunate. But I want to get through those games as quickly as I possibly can, because I'm currently struggling to get through games where they're like really long JRPG games, because I was playing through a bunch of them. I played through the Kingdom Hearts series all the way through, every single game minus a couple that I wasn't really having a good time with. Chain of Memories is the main one. I didn't like the card system in that game. I'd rather just have it be combat rather than card based. Wasn't having a good time with that. And then I played through Dragon Quest XI. After Dragon Quest XI was done, I was gonna play through Nier Automata, like I said before, but I decided not to yet. I will eventually get to that. But I want to hold off until I get through other games first. And then I played through Final Fantasy VII Remake. Tried playing through Rebirth, didn't have a good time with it. Playing through 12, and then that's where we're at currently. But over that time, like over those like 4 or 5 games that I've played, it's taken me over 2 years at this point to actually get through all of those games. So that's taking up so much of my time. Actually, it's only taken me about a year or so, not 2 years, but you get what I mean, where it's like I'm posting them on a constant basis. I'm dropping a bunch of frames, awesome. But I wanted to make sure I'm getting through a bunch of games as much as I possibly can. To get as many videos out of it as I can, because the only reason why I'm playing through those games is because I can get a bunch of videos out on them. My connection is dying. Hold on. We good? I think we're good. But yeah, I just wanted to make as many videos on games as I possibly can, because it's like if I can get 50, 60, 70, 80 videos out of a game, I think I can spend more time on other games that might be a little bit shorter, a little bit like more story-based, and a bit more like varied. Because I always try to make as many videos on different types of games as I possibly can. Like I want to play through Metroidvanias, and I want to try to play through puzzle games, and I want to try to play through like exploration games and like rhythm games, all different types of games that I possibly can. Horror games, even though I don't like horror, like a bunch of different types of games that I want to play, and I want to share my experiences with. Even though I'm not playing games for other people, but I'm playing it for myself. I want to play games that I want to play, not that other people ask me to play. Because it's like I've seen, from looking at analytics, I see that certain games do better than others, and I was like, I don't typically follow the trend of like, oh, this game is doing really well, so people want to see more of this type of game. I don't stick to that rule or anything. So I typically just try to find games that I want to play or that look interesting to me. So it's like but I also need to make sure that my quota is being reached, because if I'm not reaching the quota that I want to, which is one video every single day, if possible, then I'm not really being productive. I'm not like sticking to a routine, because I'm trying to stick to a routine of like uploading one video every single day on the main channel. I try to stream multiple times a week on this channel that I'm streaming on currently. I try to upload to the VOD channel every single time I stream or I record a video or whatever. I always try to stay active on all of my channels. It's like my projects channel is currently on a hiatus because I'm currently working on a bunch of stuff in the background as well that I can't really talk about at this point because I haven't really started on anything. Right now I'm just doing a lot of writing, a lot of brainstorming, a lot of music writing. I teased my music project a few months ago. It's currently just a big process of like making sure I'm staying active on content creation, because even though this is not my full-time job or anything, it's still a really like good outlet for me to make sure that like I can put my voice out there and I can put my opinions out there, my thoughts out there, and try to make sure that every single case of my experiences are documented. Even though YouTube is a very temporary like thing, like YouTube will probably not be around forever, and by the time I'm gone, YouTube will probably not exist anymore. Yeah, it's just it just keeps me busy in terms of like keeping my mind off of all of my problems that I experience, because it's like I want to make sure my life is documented in some way. So I just want to make sure that if I can do that, then I will. So yeah, it's right now it's just up in the air of what I want to do next. That's the main issue right now. It's like I just don't know what I want to play next. I don't know what videos I want to make. Like I'm currently struggling to start a game and then finish it, because it's like I kind of bounce around from game to game, and then I start up games and then I don't finish them. Like I didn't finish Sandrock, which I want to go back to, but it just takes me forever to make any progress. I started up Alan Wake 2. I only got 5 videos out of like 20. I need to go back, but it just takes me forever to get through it. I brought back Ender Lilies, but I don't really want to play any more of it just because I don't really like the Dark Souls-esque like boss fights. I started up Lego Star Wars. I only got 1 episode done. I need to finish it. Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. Like I brought that back after like 6 months, but I haven't recorded anything in like 10 days. So I need to go back and I need to play more of that. Like I finished Uncharted. Rift Apart, Ratchet and Clank. I started that a few months ago. I brought it back as well. And now I just need to actually finish it. So there's quite a few games that I've started and just haven't gotten to actually finishing. So it's like I'm just struggling to actually get through games. But I'm not trying to say that I'm abandoning every single game that I start, but it's just a struggle to get through 6 or 7 games every single week to reach my quota of uploading 6 games every single week on the main channel until I finish them. Like, that's just a struggle. Right now, like, I'm only missing a couple games from June to September of 2026, and then I'll be a year ahead of schedule. I had to move some stuff around for the Halloween stuff and the October stuff, but I'm currently, the only games I really have to do right now is the new SpongeBob platformer game, Alan Wake 2, and then a few FNAF fan games, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That's pretty much it. I don't have to record 4 different types of games, and then I'll be caught up. So, and then I have like a bunch of other videos going up from June all the way up to I think it's January of 2027. June 2026 to January 2027. I have different games going up. I have Crypt Custodian going up for a few months. I have Mind Lock, the apartment, going up. I have some other games going up. I forget exactly what. I should probably just check. I have it on my list of games. Oh, My Friendly Neighborhood, The Witch's House, Final Fantasy XII, like I said before, the Uncharted games, yeah, a bunch of different types of games going up right now. So it's a process of getting everything uploaded and ready to go. But I want to make sure I finish a bunch of games first before I start anything new. I've recorded a couple Halloween games for next year. I'm probably not going to do the 31 Days of Halloween or 31 Days of Horrors for 2026, just because it's like I said, I struggle with horror games. So I'll probably just keep it to the Halloween like day where I upload 6 games that I want to play. And then I'll have Christmas, the 12 hours of Christmas go up. I already have that all planned out. And then yeah, and then afterwards, like on the schedule right now that I have currently planned that I haven't started is I want to play through Islets, which is the same. It's a game by the same creator as Crypt Custodian. It's a Metroidvania that he made before Crypt Custodian. But I'm going to be playing it afterwards just because I don't have it currently on Steam. I have it on the Epic Games Store, but I don't really like the Epic Games Store. Like, yeah, I get like a bunch of free games every week, and it's like, I'll take them just so I can have them in my collection, but I just don't like the layout. It's like the achievements are really buggy sometimes. Sometimes they just don't unlock if you're not connected to the internet. It will just cause a bunch of issues. I just don't like it. And then I have The Last of Us Parts 1 and 2 scheduled. I have Carrion, which I just recently acquired. It's like I've had that on my radar for a really long time. I didn't know if I really wanted to play it just because it's like I feel like that's a bit too gross for my liking. Like I don't really like a big like amorphous blob type monster where it's a bunch of gore, where you eat a bunch of people and a bunch of stuff. It's just, I'm really squeamish about that type of stuff, but I decided it would be a really fun horror game to play. And then yeah, that's currently all I have scheduled. Like right now, February, the middle of February to the end of, or the start of June 2027 is currently up in the air. Oh, and then there's Resident Evil 9. Currently, I completely forgot about that game. That's coming out next year. So there's a bunch of stuff on the schedule at the moment. So it's like there's a bunch of stuff that I still need to plan out. Like I originally had everything planned out from 2026 to 2027. I forget exactly what I was planning on playing. Oh, I was planning on playing the Tomb Raider remastered trilogies. I know I have them planned out. Hold on, let me check this. Hold on. Oh, I had the Half-Life games planned. I had Guacamelee 2. I have The Witcher 3. I had Nier Replicant, but I had to play through Nier Automata first. The Tomb Raider stuff. Epic Mickey Rebrushed I have planned. I was gonna play through Superland, all of the games in the Superland series, but I wasn't really having a really good time with the first Superland game. I was getting lost. I was getting really frustrated with the mechanics and everything, so I was like, I didn't want to waste my time with that. FNAF Security Breach and FNAF Secret of the Mimic I'm probably gonna play eventually. A Highlands song, I'm gonna play that eventually. Shovel Knight, I'll play eventually. A bunch of different games that I currently don't have scheduled at the moment because I had to completely change the schedule around because it's like I had to cancel some series to make room for other games, and then I had to make those games that I was planning on playing move up in the schedule, which completely emptied out everything else. So it's like I'm just struggling to actually make it through every single game that I need to play and plan out and everything, but we'll get there eventually. It's just kind of a major pain to actually get through them, but I hope people bear with me as I try to get through them, because it's like I've never really cared if people watch my videos. I don't play it for other people anyways, but it really pisses me off when I see one video get like a ton of views when it's like part 4 and parts 1 through 3 don't get any views at all. It just pisses me off because it's like I feel like people are just using my videos as walkthroughs, and that's really demoralizing because I made a post about this before where it's like, oh, it's really demoralizing to see like minute 42 be the most watch point of the video. It's like I'd rather have people watch the entire video than I'd rather have people not watch my videos at all than watch minute 42 out of like an hour and a half video. It just pisses me off. It's like I really don't like those types of people. It's like I think I've said this before. I have one person who likes every single one of my videos. I think I know who it is, but I don't exactly know. But I have one person that watches every single one of my videos and likes every single one of my videos, and that's the only people that I really care about. Like, I like people who sit down, watch every single second of every single video that I post, and either likes, comments, or both. Like, I don't really care if people just lurk in the background or whatever. It's like, as long as people actually watch my content, I don't care. I really don't. Because I just don't like people that are not subscribed, watches minute 42 and then leaves, or dislikes. It's like, I don't get that. Like, there's a video on the VOD channel, I think it's a Ratchet and Clank video that I posted, has like 5 seconds of average watch time, and it has a dislike. Who? I don't get it. Like, it just annoys the crap out of me, because like you're watching part 2 of like a multi-part series, and it gets a dislike when part 1 has no dislikes, no likes, no nothing, no comments or anything. I just don't get it. It absolutely annoys the crap out of me. But anyways, alright, so I'm gonna end it here. I've talked long enough. I just wanted to get those updates out there so more people can see it, because it's like I feel like it's important to be transparent. Like, the people that I used to know weren't really being transparent in their whereabouts and like their plans on content creation. I feel like it's just important to get that across, because I feel like there should be a level of trust with people who make content, because it's like if you just disappear for who knows how long and you don't say anything, I feel like people will start to worry, and then people will start to leave. Because I've seen people leave in the past where it's like, oh, I'm gonna leave because it seems like there's nothing going on here anymore. That's really, like, that really breaks my heart a little bit. Because it's like, I want to continue to see communities thrive, and I want to see people actually continue to have a good time watching videos and sharing videos and, like, just basically bonding over something. Because I would say I do not have a community of people, because the people that I know are actively watching and subscribing and like just being here, like they aren't around anymore. That's just really sucks. So like I just know that people tune in sometimes and sometimes don't. But anyways, it's just a little frustrating sometimes to see that. So I just thought it would be important to give this update on future plans, canceled plans, a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. I'm probably not gonna stream anything else tonight. Because it's getting late. I have a bunch of videos I need to upload. Get that ready. And I don't want there to be any issues regarding the stream quality, so I'll stream again tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure what yet. I need to get through a bunch of games, like I said before. It's like there's a bunch of games I need to finish that I'm falling behind on. Alan Wake 2 is the big one. Alan Wake 2, it's like that's the only game that I need to catch up on that is like a standalone game that isn't part of like a overarching series of games. But we'll see. So bear with me and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. I'm not good with outros, so I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.